know who'll be stopping by to say hello. Out here it's real life, no fuss, no show. With Highland cattle and piggies on the go. We got meat, birds, fur babies too. Gardens growing fresh, right in view. I'm thinking up love in all that I do, and helping the small folks to see them through. Welcome to the Brums, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Brums. We're waiting just for you. Out in the yard, where the chickens roam, we're building a life that feels like home. From the veggies we grow to the soil we turn, it's a simple life and so much to learn. I'm baking bread, smell the warm, sweet air. Piggies squealing, love's everywhere. We lend a hand to channels that care, because lifting each other is what we share. Welcome to the Brums, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Brums. We're waiting just for you. So come on and join, let's build it together through thick and thin in any weather. We're all in this, let's make it better at the Brums. It's a life to treasure. Welcome to the Brums, where the fun's running wild, with a homestead heart and a country style. We're growing good food and raising some joy, and giving a hand to each girl and boy. So come on by, have a laugh or two at the Brums. We're waiting just for you. Yeah, at the Brums, we're waiting just for you.
Well, I got it figured out a little bit, I think. But good morning, good morning, good morning. Boop, 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 boop. Let me get back over to the comments. Conquest Josh. Well, Bud Files, Arlene. I just couldn't have it. There's always a live Wednesdays from 10 to 11:30. And I was lost this morning. So I just said, the heck with it. I'll go live, because I've had to skip out on a couple of my lives over the last couple of weeks while we dealt with the hey buddy. Oh, you want to come say hi? Come here. He knows now. He comes walking right up beside me, and he'll stand there and stand right alongside of me, and he wants to come say, "Morning! Did you want to come say hi? Did you want to come say hi? Who's a good boy? Are you done? Go say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. All right, dude. You go lay down on your butt. You go lay down on your butt. Good boy." He's got to come in and say, hey, just like his mother. He's got to steal the show. And I'm so used to having a live. I was lost. So I'm like, I got to go live. And like I say, since I've lost a couple lives here over the last couple of weeks, trying to deal with the furnace and all that good stuff. Now we cross our fingers. They have all the information. Now we got to see how much I pay. Hopefully it's not a boat ride. One way or another, I'll sneak on. I know where there's a free cabin. Out of the kitchen, buddy. Hank, out of the kitchen. Yeah, why not go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday? I've done it before, Jesse, and I'll do it again. I got my coffee, got my friends. What more could anybody want? Except for a whole lot of money to pay for furnace. But anyways, I did get one grant, which, yay, I don't have to pay that back. I'm liking that. So I should know by tonight, possibly Friday, give or take, if we got it or not. But I know, Josh, I logged on and she was saying goodbye. I'm like, no. It did not compute with my head. I always have my hour wake up Wednesday mornings. And, we're not going to let her. I didn't get no warning that they were going live early. At least we showed up, unlike somebody else that might be lurking in the background here. That's all I'll say about that one. So how are you, Arlene? Hopefully everything's well with you. I have not been able to verify, but I did see that Christine said that Tony and Angie had to leave the homestead last night. I did see the one as Tony was watching the fire come in, so I'm wearing them close to my heart today and praying that nobody likes to see fire, but I don't know anybody around there but Tony and Ange, so I'm praying that it goes around their house. And Christine had put something on her community page asking for prayers. So definitely, if you could, keep Tony and Jay in your prayers. And all their neighbors. That's one thing about fire. You can't prep for it. You honestly... Oh, they are back home now. They were able to get the fire stopped about a mile away from their home. Oh, God is good. I honestly didn't sleep a wink last night. As you can see, I've got my luggage for the cruise under my eyes right now. But all I'm hoping is that he was able, if he did let his animals go, hopefully he was able to find them. And they stuck around the homestead. They're still under heavy winds, though. Okay, Jess. That's all we can do is just keep them in prayer, and fire scares the living business out of me, because you're at Mother Nature's, whatever the good Lord and Mother Nature decide to do, that's what's going to happen to you. I'm a poet and didn't know it. But honestly, they, good old Mother Nature, she decides that she's a little bit cool and she wants to warm the place up, she's going to do it. And there's not a darn tootin' thing we can do about it, especially whenever you're way back where Tony and Angie are. Again, absolutely beautiful spot. And that's the one thing that that's the one thing that puts us homesteaders at risk. Wildfire. It's a lot different than, say, somebody that lives in the city. It's easier to control a fire there. And oh my goodness, we had some awful storms here last night. The wind, and there was one crack of lightning. I wasn't sure if which one of my family members might have discolored the couch in some way, but it cracked off right in front of the house. And it was one of those instantaneous, you saw the flash and you heard the bang, and it's close wind. And g'day, Kev. Kevin, I don't know if I told you, end of January, if you're not going anywhere, we will get together again. I'm coming down for another conference in Toronto. Different spot this time. We're staying at a hotel across from City Hall, if that makes sense. Apparently there's a huge hotel across from City Hall. Apparently that's where our conference is. Hopefully it's a little bit cheaper than where we were. That's crazy. 4 days, $3,000 is what it costs. Now, obviously, well, I guess, yes, I did have to pay for it out of my taxes. But like I said to the rest of council, it's not worth it. There's 3 of us that went down. It was almost $10,000. And what did we get out of it? Not a whole lot. So, but definitely Kevin will get together and we'll try to get even more people together this time. And yeah, have another mini gathering for dinner. So I won't be doing a whole lot of anything throughout next year because, well, I got to save every penny for the cruise. So, unfortunately, no, Joe, Mama Ann and Aunt Lynn went an hour early today. So normally we banter with them between 10 and 11:30. Well, they were shutting down at 5 to 10. So I'm like, no, that ain't proper. So we're going Wednesday, Thursday, Friday this week. We're getting on the marathon. And there's not many people now. It's more or less just a shoot the poo kind of live. Yeah. So that's about it. Any of my members, I've dropped a member video from the Funny Farm on Sunday, so go watch that. And if you're not a member, you could be a member for as I think the cheapest is $1.99 or 99 cents. I don't know. So yeah, if you're not a member and you want to be a member, I'm trying to do more stuff on my members page, and starting next month, November, I'm going to do one live just for members. Open it up and have a whole lot of fun. 99 cents. I've been bouncing between 13 and 23 members, so what else? Well, I guess I could let me post the link. And so long as you come in and don't use your avatar, you're more than welcome to come up. It's just an interactive live. So Josh, you want to come up? Come ahead up. Whoever. You want to come, you got a new channel and you're kind of lurking, you're not sure about lives, come on up. I got it figured. Oh, that will be, I just have to pin, nope. Come on now. Sometimes it'll let me pin this, sometimes not a chance, and you know what? Nope. For some reason, I'm not able to pin this again today. I don't know. I just don't know why it won't let me do it. No. Oh well. I'll keep putting it up. But whoever would like to come up, you just feel free. Like I said, it's going to be more of an interactive live. Do you have any questions? Fire away. I was harvesting my Canadian herbs yesterday, 2 days ago. Yeah, it was pouring rain yesterday. But Kyle and I we harvested some Canadian herbs. So they're all put to sleep. I'll go take them downstairs and they'll go in a dark corner in my cold cellar. And they'll be good for about 5 years the way I have them packaged. It's all got the air thing. And yeah, the way it's double sealed on both sides, it would be good for at least 5 years. So my oil for the Canadian side, I'm going to put some in it. Because what Canadian herbs do is it allows the pain, like the comfrey salve, it allows the salve to go deeper That's one of the traits, and that's why a lot of people use it, is because it allows your pain control to go deeper. And again, I don't, other than my oil, I've been making oil from this stuff for at least 6 years. And, you know, a lot of people don't like it. It saved me. It allowed me to get a few hours of sleep every now and again. Because with chronic pain, if you can't get sleep, that doesn't give your body any time to rejuvenate. So, and 3 ingredients. That's all my oil has. It has coconut oil, obviously marijuana or Canadian herb, and another, it's an organic powder that brings, it kind of dilutes the smell and the taste a little bit, because it's, I'll be the first to admit it, it tastes disgusting. But whenever you can take half a milliliter and it knocks this big fella out for a few hours, it's well worth it. Well worth it. So, now, I'm sure some of it might disappear here and there. And if I'm not mistaken, I haven't even, well, I literally got out of bed, poured myself a coffee, and started up the live. I haven't even been outside with Hank yet. Yeah, we're over 60 degrees today, so I'm going to, there's no wind, there's no, it's supposed to hit 70 today and then go down to 50 overnight. So, yeah, we're like the coldest it's going to be in the next 14 days is 51 degrees. That's unheard of, guys. Unheard of. So, like Miss Ann said, their temperatures are up, down, up, down. You know what? So are ours. We're supposed to. So if you follow the one almanac from the East Coast, it does pretty much from Massachusetts down near Scotty and Karen, all the way up to roughly where I am. And it's saying that we're going to be above temperature, which I'm like, woohoo! I'll take it. As long as we get either snow or rain and get a lot of it, because our aquifers are low right now. And that's not good, because that's just going to lead to forest fires and people losing water next year. I'm fortunate. I have a buddy who runs a water truck who would flush my well and build up the aquifer, so long as there's nobody else on my little vein that steals all my water. But I don't think so, because he's if I'm not mistaken, he's like almost 200 feet deeper than me. And on that side, he's about 100 feet above where I am. And I'm, no, I lie, 50 feet. So, Wild Game November. Yes. That. Oh, I can. I can do some East Coast mackerel. I was thinking, I was like, I don't have any wild game this year. Mind you, Rob and I did see a beautiful buck at the farm. So, I may have some wild game yet. Of course, they're a beef farm, so they can't take the deer out as a nuisance deer eating their crop because they don't have crop except for hay. And I don't think the game wardens would go for. I had to take the deer down. It was eating my hay. Not going to work. Thanks, Jesse, for sharing everybody out. And yeah, if you haven't seen all the work that Jesse and Johnny put poor Joey through, it's been 2 weeks since they've been together. And Joey's still going through convulsions. I'll tell you what, folks. They worked that poor man to the bone, and he still had a 12-hour ride home. Poor Joey. They were picking on him, I'm telling you. What else? Excuse me. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be cloudy for the next 2 weeks. And we have two days that we're supposed to get 40% chance of rain. Well, that's 60% chance that we're not going to see rain. And oh yes, hang on, Rebecca. Excuse me. There you go, Rebecca. I knew I'd catch you in here. Hank really likes the pom-pom. He won't touch it whenever I'm wearing it. But Kyle had it on the other night. And he went crazy. He wanted the pom-pom. I had to set him straight. That's my pom-pom. So, yes, so Rebecca, appreciate that. And again, I'd show your blanket, but we know who's using your blanket right now. Four-legged, furry little fella that's already been on the program. So he's in my recliner with my blanket. And whenever I went over to grab the hat, he looked at me like, "Out of here, peasant." Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. You know what, Rebecca? There's a financial strain. Friends and family, your cousins are sending you money. See, again, I can't really speak for you guys down there. I can only speak for us up there. We don't get any T4s or, we don't have to declare anything because it's a gift from a family. Even the money I get off of YouTube, I don't have to declare it because it's done by super chats and memberships. If you look at the actual ad revenue, you're not making a whole lot off your ad revenue. It's your your ad revenue is minuscule. It's all gifts. And that's why I've never understood. Now, again, it's YouTube's playground that I'm playing in. So, it's just like I order a load of propane. I pay $10 for a delivery fee. I don't have to pay that. I can go with another company. But, it is what it is. No, I did not, Rebecca. I answered the email, the email you sent me. It's, it is what it is. But anyways, so this afternoon, I've got nothing on. Debbie works till 9 o'clock. So guess what Santa Claus is going to be doing? Let me back up before somebody cuts up here and starts crying that I called myself Santa. I'm clean shaven Santa. I'm Santa in training. I would not be taking the job away from the jolly fella. Yep. So I have what? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 6. I have a dozen pints of apple butter. I'm going to do those up. And then I think I have some smaller jars that I can do for giveaways. No, and Rebecca, I'll go back and have a look. Honestly, the last week and a half has been a blur. I kind of, had a little pity party for myself. It just, there's not much you can do whenever your furnace goes. So, yeah, between finishing up my Canadian herb this afternoon and starting my apple butter, and man, oh man, if you guys have not tried apple butter yet, it is good on toast. It's good on ice cream. It's good on ice cream. And it's really good on ice cream. And I don't know, Jesse, did you ever try yours, or is mine still in your... I send him down these treats. Oh, I bet she's not. I don't know if he's in here yet or still or not. So Jesse loves a treat you can't buy. Hey, Janae, how are you? Oh, apple butter is amazing. Ooh. Il fait chaud. It is, it's very, very, very good. You can either make it with sweet apples and add no sugar. It's still kind of sweet. Or if you need that little bit, they make Splenda baking or something. It's not the same stuff you can put in your coffee. Hey, Jerry. But, yeah. Oh, it's good. And if you, we call it the heel of the bread, but if you make like homemade loaf and the two ends, you put those in the toaster and just lightly butter it with a little bit of apple butter, like normal butter, and then just a little bit of apple butter. Oh. Yum, yum, yum. Yes. Very, very, very good. Yeah, you could put it on pancakes and waffles, but we don't do that. Mm-mm. That's what maple syrup's for. So I did some horse trading for some maple syrup for next year. So I may be bringing some on the cruise to give away. I gotta watch. I'm gonna see if I can mail it to the hotel. Then I don't have to worry about the airplane and the 100 milliliters and yeah. And if I can do that, tell you what, my table at breakfast is going to have maple syrup. Hey, that could be a guessing game. Instead of where's Waldo, where's... Hey, whoa, settle down. Waldo's not here. Oh, man. I'm just... Usually Ann and Lynn are live now, Jerry, but they're not live. They went from 9 to 10. And a whole bunch of us showed up at 10 o'clock, and it was like, she was leaving us. So I'm like, well, I'm going to go live. So we're going to go live Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. But that's only this week. It's just because I've had, two or three lives I've canceled in the last 2 weeks. But again, one was to give Jan extra time for her giveaway. That was just that's just being neighborly, so that they didn't have to rush. And yeah, last week was just a wash. But I got a mosquito. And then what else? Oh, they started putting the furnace in. Well, the furnace, the heat pump, and the tankless water. Started putting that in last Friday. So they got to come back for about, I don't know, 45, Jerry. I don't anticipate there to be a whole shakeup of rooms until April. And the reason I say that is we have some information that can drop that we were just told about that will enable people that maybe thought they couldn't go, can go now. But they told us just to let people know that there's something coming in early April. So it's obviously better to save for free now, but all they have to do is get their reservation, because the ship is filling up fast. So because I decided, and it was a tough decision to get a scooter for this trip, because they're just starting to do the injections and whatever on my back, and I really don't want to dilly-dally my back. I got the last cabin. I got the last cabin that was handicapped, that could accept scooters. So I know they're going fast. And I know there's some people that have put it on their Facebook pages. And I have friends of friends that are coming. Like, not personally, but other people. Because I don't see any financial stuff. But I do get who signs up and who goes away and whatever, just so Jesse and I can keep track of numbers and whatever. 2 weeks ago, I got a name came through. I'm like, who is that? I searched on Instagram. I searched on, like, I searched everywhere, and I finally found them on Facebook. And they're from New Mexico. And I'm like, who in goodness? I don't know anybody from New Mexico. And yeah, so come to find out, they're friends of friends that heard, and the money that we're saving is tremendous. One of the HVAC guys here in town, actually, I let him bid on the furnace downstairs. They're going in late May, in the spring. And I do believe it's late May they're going, or early June. $2,200 more, plus they have to pay for their flight. So, I gotta say, Terry was fabulous to us. And as far as I know, Terry and his dad, barring his dad's health, will be on the ship with us as well. And yeah, Terry and his wife just actually celebrated their 25th wedding anniversary. What are we today? Wednesday? Monday? Was it Monday or yesterday? Anyways, this week they just celebrated their 25th wedding anniversary. So I said, Laura needs a medal. And it's quite funny how, you book a vacation and you chat to somebody so often. We became very good friends.
Hey, it's your dad.
Yeah, your
What,
dad.
Ro? Just give me one sec here, guys.
Don't keep it waiting. Your dad, daddy, get it.
Hello? Good old Canadian government. They're doing a rebate program for new appliances. I've already applied. Well, this guy called and asked me if I'd like to apply. And, well, natural gas is awesome. It's like, dude, I live in the middle of nowhere. There ain't no natural, well, there is, but I probably won't be considered for natural gas for about another 3 years. So, and he wants me to loan, or he wants to loan me money. He doesn't want to give it to me. I was given money under his program. But yes. What ship are we going with? Encore. NCL, Jenny. I've had some very bad last winter, I just about ended up in the hospital from, believe it or not, a brand new Carnival ship, the Celebration. So shit, there's somebody at my door. You say yes to one of these programs, they all show up at your door, they call you. Boy. But yes, the Encore. They're NCL, or let's rewind. Carnival had a horrible experience. I'll never go with Carnival ever again. NCL. Oh, hi, Jenny.
Hey.
So yeah, no, it's the NCL, and we have it's a great
NCL.
yep, Norwegian.
Oh, okay. It's a Norwegian.
Yep, and like I say, it's we lucked out there. If especially if you're military, so they're giving us 15% off plus the discounts that everybody's getting. We get 15% off, and if you're military, you get another 10% off.
That's awesome, Scott. Thank you
So,
for your service.
oh, I did not serve, but like you have Jerry, Jesse, there's a lot of people. Big Mike, MT Homestead.
Yeah.
We actually, I bet you we've got almost 50% military. We've got Josh, or Sir Grace, and Glenda.
Yes.
What
What about Piggy Piddles? Where is he at?
Oh no, Piggy! You'd never get him on a. He not going on a ship anymore. He's done.
Yeah. He's a veteran too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's
I salute all the veterans.
Yeah, and it's amazing the money that we're able to save, and we got the best of both worlds. So on our way up north to Alaska, we're going to do the outer channel. And then on the way back, we're going to do the inner channel. So we've done both. Some people pay to go do the inner channel, and then they never get to see the outer channel. Well, our folks are going to get to see both in one trip.
Amazing. Oh, goodness.
So,
I was pondering this, and usually I'm not a big planner, meaning, according to the situation and what I feel in my energy, I was really looking into that. Are we speaking about the Alaska cruise?
yep, Alaska, cruising Alaska 25. Yeah, the one Jesse and I are.
Cruising Alaska 25. And are the costs up so I can see them?
You're best to give Lori a call, and her direct number's scrolling underneath us.
Okay, Lori Glazer.
Yeah, And the only reason I say that is it depends. Our airfares included. If you drink, your booze will be included. If not, you can get the soda package. There's
Yeah, I don't drink, so I'll get
the
that soda package.
dining. Well, that's it. You get the soda package. You save money there.
Mm-hmm.
Some people are booking insurance through themselves and not with the cruise line, so you're saving money there. And you may travel alone. Well, then they do have solo cabins that you're only going to pay for one. And like I say, there's so many what ifs. It's just like I can tell you how much we're paying, and we're paying right around the 6,000 for
Mm-hmm.
both Debbie and I. But we have the balcony. We've got, well, there's only one better, and that's a suite from
Mm-hmm.
what we've got booked, and we're roughly about 6,000.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the airfare, that's everything.
That's all inclusive.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's a great experience. I
And
think
also,
it's about the experience. I've never been to Alaska.
neither have I. This is
Oh, okay.
like what Jesse was saying. This is they're fortunate. This will be their second time to Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
But like we have stuff planned on the ship. You can either spend time as a group, or if you want to be individual and kind of do your own thing for a day or two, and you can do that. It's your vacation. You do with what you want to do. So the only thing that you got to remember
Mm-hmm.
is you need a hotel booked, because you come in a day early, or most of us are coming in 2 days early. But that, again, it's personal preference. I'm coming from the East Coast, so
Uh-huh.
I don't want to be jet lagged on the ship. If I'm going to sleep, I want to have a sleep. I want to sleep it off in the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
It's a
no,
great.
it's
Yeah.
something. It's a once in a lifetime trip.
Wow.
It is expensive, but I don't plan on going back. And if you have your passport, then you can get off in Canada. You can go on the train trip with us, which it's another extra, but all our excursions are extra.
I love trains.
So
Oh,
this train goes
steam engines.
it goes up the mountain and goes into Canada, turns around, comes back, and then we pan for gold.
Oh my goodness. I
So we
love those
actually,
shows like the Gold Rush and
yeah.
then all
So
that
this
stuff.
is
It's cool.
exactly. So their pan, they have troughs that they put gold into, and you sit there and pan, and like, don't think you're going to go up and be, find $1 million in gold, because it takes a knack. And Jerry did go up and pan for a while, and there's an art to trying to get your pan and get off the rocks and the dirt and keep the gold in your pan.
I think that would be fun just for the fun of it. Who
Yeah.
cares if you get anything or not?
Well, and whatever you do find, you keep. So
Oh,
if you happen to
well, that's
find
a bonus.
if you happen to find a nugget, you can go to their shop
Mm-hmm.
and have it made into a pendant,
Mm-hmm.
tennis bracelet, a ring. You can, or you can just sell it and
Is
take.
that after the train ride?
Well, it's the same day, but yeah, you take the train, you go up the mountain,
Mm-hmm.
then you come back down, and then they take us in a coach through the Klondike and explain, how they used to do gold and blah blah blah,
Oh,
all
I
that
love all
about the
that
Klondike,
history. That's
and then
beautiful.
they stop at the gold panning station, and away we go. We pan for an hour or two. I
Mm-hmm.
forget what it is now. And then there's a gift shop there.
Mm-hmm.
You can get whatever shirts, hats, a little nugget of gold from up there. Yeah, it's just going to be a lot of fun. So if you're
Just sounds like it. Fun.
if you're interested, I do recommend that you at least get your deposit in and
Mm-hmm.
secure yourself a room, because the ship is going to be sold out probably by June, July at the latest. It will be sold out.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have your deposit in, they can't take your room away, and then you have until the end of April to pay for it.
Mm-hmm.
And if there is some people that are taking like a line of credit and pay it off that way. NCL does offer some other stuff. They will not release that to us until the 1st of April.
Mm-hmm.
Because like they said right now, it's free. So why would they allow somebody to pay to borrow money now? So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
And when off the cruise ship, then you're gonna do the train. Is that right?
Yep, Skagway. So the train is our second day. So we leave Sunday. Monday's a sea day.
Would that be September 1st,
No,
2nd?
it's the end of August.
Okay.
So it's
The
August
cru-
24th to the 31st.
okay, and that's just for the cruise, or is that with the train in there, scheduled in there?
That's the train is one of our stops.
Oh, all right. Okay.
That I believe is a Thursday stop. I forget what Skagway is. Just give me a sec. I'll tell you in 2 seconds. But Skagway.
I love the rails. I love steam engines.
Well,
Uh,
these aren't steam engines, but they are replicas of 1800 locomotives and
yes. That'd be
cars.
pretty. Awesome.
So
Well,
Skagway is day 4. So that would be Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday we go on the train,
mm-hmm.
and we get into port at 7 a.m. so we can wander around the town until 11, jump on our train, go up the hill, come back down, and then we jump on. Then we jump on to back on the ship. And then
Mm-hmm.
the next day is what I'm looking for, Glacier Bay. So there's only a certain number of cruise lines that are allowed to go into this protected area,
Mm-hmm.
and they get up and really close to the glaciers. So close that whenever a piece of the glacier falls off, you feel it.
Whoa.
Like it's just, yeah. So I can't wait for that. And Juneau, actually, there's a There's a lovely couple I've been following on they're both creators, and they're going to meet us. Whoever wants to come, they're going to meet us for lunch in Juneau. I don't plan on doing anything at Juneau except for going around the port. So Brian and his wife are going to meet us, and we're going to meet like a mini meetup with creators from Alaska. Bill from, I guess it's My Alaska now. Bill's going to try to get over to one of the ports and meet up with us there as well. So, hey, Lala. Yes, the train is paid for separately. All your excursions are up and above. Absolutely.
And then Lori takes care of that too, the train?
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, all that you have to do is you tell her that, you want to book your cruise with Scott and Jesse, cruising Alaska 25, and say that you want to book at the same time the train. Now, I don't know if there's any room left on the train. I did have all the tickets reserved, but I had to give them back. But 90% of that train is going to be our group. I'm just actually trying to see shore excursions. There is. There is still. Doesn't show how many, but it does show that. So there's the train that we will be going on, and it's the White Pass Railroad, Klondike, and Goldfields Panning.
Oh, can you bigify that? You know how to bigify it? That's beautiful. Yeah, I love that.
Why is that not allowing me to do this?
And the weather during August. I wonder the weather would be a little chilly, but beautiful.
No.
Is it going to be hot?
There's, about 60 degrees.
Oh, that's gorgeous. 60, yes.
So you've got like your mountains all. So, a bunch of us are going to bring our GoPros. There you go. You can kind of see it there now.
Beautiful.
But you can tell there's been a fire gone through there because there's not a whole lot of trees. And
that is gorgeous.
And they're telling me that I've got 2 emails from them. Ooh. I got nothing from them. What do you?
Skagway, S-K-A.
S-K-A-G.
W-A-Y. Skagway. Yeah.
But like I say, your down payment right now. Let me see. If you hit it right, and I'll let you know in 2 seconds if you have. But if you hit it right, you could double your money right off the get-go. Like that's how Jesse and I, Miss Ann, Glenda, and Sir Grace, we all doubled our money. We put down $250. They gave us $250, so we got $500 that we were able to put down on the trip.
Awesome.
And it only costs us $250. So I'll take free money any day.
Wow, that's awesome.
Right now it is.
Okay. Wonderful.
So the deal that's going on right now is a free second guest, unlimited open bar, free airfare,
Mm-hmm.
$250 cruise first. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what you want to tell them, is that you want to take advantage of the 250 cruise first.
Okay.
And bing, bang, boom, you're going to have $500 off your trip right away, and you're only going to invest 250.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So,
Can you send me that? Or do I just on that link? Or
and
do I just
go ncl.com.
okay.
Do not click anything. The
Okay.
only way to get our discounts is through Laura.
All right.
If you go through the 800 number, I'm sorry, I cannot pull you back.
Okay, so tell them the 250 cruise first deal.
Yeah, just tell her you want to be part of the 250 cruise first.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, you'll put down your deposit of $250, and you'll see whenever you get your, I guess, lack of better words, invoice,
Mm-hmm.
it'll show you $500 off your cruise.
Oh, that's
And it'll
awesome.
say that you
Mm-hmm.
put 250 down, and it will say that you got 500, or they gave you 250.
And the free guest. You get a free guest.
So yeah, you're going to be
Awesome.
able to sail 2 for 1.
I'm
And that's
definitely
what
gonna bring my
Jackie,
daughter.
absolutely.
Yeah. She'd want to see this.
Now, how old is she?
21.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because I wasn't sure the age. We have kids that are going anywhere from 15 up.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, no, if she's 21, oh my, you
Yeah.
may get her off the ship. But yeah, no. Yeah, and like Lila's saying, I don't care if you're the healthiest human in the world, get the insurance. Because if you have to be airlifted off the ship and say you have to come to Canada, if you don't have insurance, you know what's going to happen.
So, I need
So
to get with y'all on insurance. Who do y'all suggest and who do you use and how does
NCL,
that work? NCL directly?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I have everything booked through them.
That's good
And
to know.
if you want to save money, look at the two of you having, because the beds, you can either have a joined bed or two separate beds.
Oh, we'll probably have a joined one. We like that.
Well,
Yeah.
it just don't matter, whatever you want.
Yeah.
But if you go the internal, like the inside cabin,
Mm-hmm.
you pay a fraction of the price. But what people don't understand is, on your television set, there's cameras around the ship. You can click and see what's happening around the ship from your room.
Awesome.
So, yeah. And you know what? We're not going to be in our room a whole lot anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I had one person, oh, I really can't, I really want a balcony, but I really can't afford it. And I'm like, well, then get it an interior room. You're not going to be in your room a whole lot, except to sleep, shower, and possibly have a nap.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look up the train ride, we do get major discounts on there too.
Oh, all right.
So it's almost 2 for 1 for the train ride as well. I think it's
Oh, okay.
$400 for 2 people. Honestly, I've forgotten. I've had so many numbers going through my head, but yeah.
And then do I look up that on the same site, or do I? How do
You
I
just have to tell Laura that you want to book, and
Skagway?
if she
Skagway.
gives you a hard time, send me an email, and
All
we
right.
can do it one of two ways. You either send me the cash, I'll pay for it, or give me your credit card, which a lot of people, that's the way they did it. They gave me their credit card information. I called our group rates. They processed your card. That way, there, you get all the information and I don't have to worry about it.
Mm-hmm.
So I could have moved to a small little island in the middle of the ocean already with the money that I've seen coming and going. But yeah, no, it's going to be a lot of fun. And join Cruising Alaska 25 on Facebook. A lot of us, well, you have to just agree that there's a lot of people that don't use their proper names on YouTube. So obviously, we're not going to go through a whole week of not using proper names.
Well, my name's Jenny. It's easy to know.
And I use mine, but there is some people that like privacy, and you just have to agree to keep their information private once we get back. And once you click on that and say that you're willing to do that, Jesse, myself, actually, who am I kidding? Glenda or Miss Lisa will allow you in. And there's a whole bunch of information there on the different discounts, and yeah.
Layla said she did it that way. She's saying something about she got an inside room and it was cheaper for her. You can trust God. I did it that way.
Oh, with just giving me the credit card information. Yeah, Nick and Jamie, and I tell you what, I had everybody's credit card. Yeah, no, so yeah, there's Jesse.
Jesse's throwing up links. He's the
Yeah.
mod father. He is so good.
Well, he's
Oh, he's the best. He really is. I'm not just saying that. As a person,
don't. His head's
Lisa,
go.
I have to rave over Lisa. She works so hard. She does
Now,
she's
I'll
like
agree
what do
with
we
you.
call it? She's a navigator. She's all of it.
No, she's
Lisa's all of it.
Lisa's the boss.
She's all of it.
Jesse does as he's told, or she takes the baseball bat and beats him. Tell me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, so it's it's a wonderful, it's going to be a once in a lifetime trip, and just the people, like to actually finally get to meet Miss Ann, Christine and Johnny, to get to see Mike and Terry again. It's get to see Jesse and Lisa again, and Tony and Joni, and it's and to get to see Glenda again, and to actually get to meet Sir Grace, and
Yeah,
it's gonna be, yeah.
it's a beautiful thing. Lisa is my rudder, he said. Yeah.
No, Lisa's his motor.
Motor. Yeah.
I'll tell you.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's so like
Jesse and I crack up a lot. We get each other's jokes.
Oh. this whole cruise is going to be nothing but sarcasm, and it's going to be fun. We're going to meet in the hallway and make fun of each other, and people are just going to look at us and go, "What?"
And Layla
Away we go.
too.
Yeah.
Layla, what am I? Chopped liver, Scott? What the heck?
What,
Lila.
what do you? Well, if you want to be chopped liver, Lila, you go right ahead. But you're already booked. You know this stuff. Janae don't know yet.
I don't know.
We're just trying to get Janae up to speed.
That's right. Scott's doing his thing.
Well, you know,
Terry,
we're
Terry's
hoping
Walto.
we're hoping to get 60 to 75 cabins. We're sitting about 45 right now. But like I say, there's a lot of people that they didn't know if they could book due to family issue, you know, like family stuff and whatever. Now people are going to commit. So
Sale date August 24th through 31st. My daughter's birthday is actually almost right on the money on that date. So this could be her birthday present.
that's one heck of a birthday present. Mine's coming up the end of January.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's August 24th to 31st. There's about, I'm gonna say there's probably about half of us gonna go in 2 days early and then fly home on the Monday. The only reason why I do that is sometimes for some reason you're a little late getting back. The likelihood of it ever happening is near zero. But in my head, I don't want to fight with the airline to try to get home. So I always go out the day later. That way there, you take your time, you go out. If you wanted to do something like Debbie and I and Glenda, and you know, there's a whole bunch of us actually that want to go see the fish market. World-renowned fish market in Seattle, where you know they throw the fish around and
they sling them from the counter.
Yeah, so there's, you know, and there's just so much stuff. That you know, there's restaurants, and then one of the nights I really want to try, I think it's called Anthony's Seafood. It's right beside the fish market in a hotel that's right on the water. And they have everything from snow crab, like they've got everything you've ever wanted in seafood, and they have a hamburger if you don't like that. But everybody that I've talked to that has gone on this trip has eaten it, and they say that's one of the perks of their trip.
Anthony's Seafood.
Yeah, I think it's Anthony's. I'll have to look it up, but it's amazing. Scott, I was at the DMV yesterday. They told me with the enhanced licenses, I don't need a passport.
Wonder why they would say that.
Lila, I'm not going to say one way or another, other than I will have my passport. Number one, because I need it. But number two, if you have it, bring it. I'd hate to see you, you know, if they don't accept the licensing, you've just thrown your money away for the train ride. You're not going to get your money back. So I'm just
Enhanced license. What is that?
so there's a new thing that they're coming out with now that they will add your passport to your license. So you just need one. Canada's had it for probably about 10 years now.
Yeah, I would bring
I
it
don't know.
just in
I
case.
like to have that passport in my hand that I know I can go anywhere.
Yeah, I would.
Oh, I'm.
Definitely.
You know what, Lila? Again, I would do some more research. I would do some more research to
I'd
be
bring it anyway.
1 million. If you've got it, what does it take to throw a little piece of paper or a little booklet in your purse? You're gonna leave it locked up in your room and in your safe anyways, because every room comes with a safe.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to edit, you can bring your laptop. Laptops fit in there.
In the safe.
I do everything off my phone on the ships, and then I do, if there's any major editing, I wait till I get home for that. But yeah, no, I would honestly. Jessica, are you still in here? Can I get you to jump up so I can go get another cup of coffee?
Do you take that coffee black or do you put cream and sugar in it, Scott?
Cream and sugar.
Yeah, I like mine too that way.
Well, depending on if it's flavored coffee, what Mike and Terry introduced me to a new kind of. Yes, I did, Lila. It's a new flavor from HMB or whatever one of their places in Texas is that they get this stuff. And I just put a little dab of honey in it. Oh, is it ever good?
Yes.
I even forget I forget the name of it. I'm out now. I think Jesse sent me up some. I was out now, but
because they're so sweet, they sent you that honey. There's all different kinds of honey. The raw honey.
Oh, I only eat local raw honey. Come on up there, Santa Claus.
Santa.
You know, all I got to do is snap my fingers, and there's Santa Claus.
That boy can't do nothing on his own.
Yeah. I heard that.
How you doing, Janae?
Hey. How y'all's doing?
I'm doing good. I was just here getting some stuff done, but when Scott and listening to Scott and trying to mod and stuff, but when he starts crying about needing to get up, I said, "Oh man, here we go."
He's got to get his coffee.
Got to go get his coffee, and didn't want to see. But the thing is, he didn't want to leave Janae all by her lonesome. See?
No, that was sweet of him.
Yeah, so I see what he was doing. So I want to say hello to Lila. How you doing, Lila?
Hi,
long time no see. I'm expecting somebody. That's why I keep looking out. I'm expecting a guy from the fiber optic.
SEA and CSEE.
Yeah. So the coffee you're referring to, Scott, was the pecan.
Pecan coffee.
Pecan, yeah. Texas pecan from HEB.
Ooh.
That's it.
That's it, he says.
Well, no, because we get it down here.
Pecan coffee.
And Mike likes this stuff, but I don't.
Yeah.
I like the pecan
And
stuff. Oh my goodness, it's good.
Lila, you mentioned about your enhanced driver's license. You can just go with that, but I would never go without my passport. I don't care where, because they may have a problem, may not have a problem with it here, but some other place else is now we don't accept that. We want to see the passport because they don't know what all the laws are, what the changes are. So I would strictly go with passport.
Are you okay with
Not
Definitely
saying that
listen.
the driver's license, not saying that the driver's license enhancement wouldn't work, but
Listen to Jesse. He knows what he's talking about.
hey, I may not always be right, but I'm
But he's never wrong. Y'all know that.
And if I'm ever wrong, Lisa will let me know it.
That's right. She says, yes, thanks, I'll bring it. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't hurt to bring it.
Mm.
Yeah, I mean, it's only about this big. It's not that about that big. It's not that big. You can put it in any pocket, front, back, side.
All that stuff excites me. What's that? Yamashita's Gold. There's a real story behind it. Have you ever seen that?
I haven't seen it, but I've heard about it.
Yes.
Yep.
It was on Discovery Channel.
Yamashika and I went to school together.
Yamashoko.
No.
And what they did is they buried these grenades and stuff in the mountain, and they hid it along the way. It was just it's a really true story. But I love those guys. They were doing in the gold rush where they're up there in the snow and they got their diggers and all the equipment. I forget, there's a young kid and his grandpa, and I used to watch him all the time. Do you remember the young kid's name with his grandpa?
Parker.
Remember
Parker.
Parker.
Yeah,
Parker.
Yes, I love Parker. And his
Parker.
grandpa, I loved even more.
Grandpa Joe.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah, he's passed.
I know.
Several years now.
Jesse, if you know anybody that's on the fence, free second guest, unlimited open bar, free airfare, and the 250 cruise first. Like it is time to book.
Mm-hmm.
That's as good as whenever we booked it.
Yeah, because we get the 500.
Yeah, we did get the 500. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, I just can't wait to meet, my goodness, we've interacted with so many of these folks like Lila, and she's been a moderator on my channel since Christ was a cowboy. Like, she's been a long time.
Watch this.
But yeah, can you imagine? We're gonna have to tie a rope around Lila and drag her away from the gold pans.
The number is 0.9999, folks.
Wow, that's some real good gold.
That's pure.
Yeah. So anybody wants to contact Janae, just dial 99999.9.
They do have a song about that. It's called 867.
But only call me if you have 9999999.
That's right.
What am I trying to say? Are you old, Lila? Take it for what it's worth.
Yeah, Lila, she was saying that you were modern back when Jesus was walking the earth. So I don't know what that means, Lila.
I do.
He's probably trying to call you an OG, Lila.
She's laughing. Lila's laughing.
Yeah. Well,
good medicine for the soul.
I can. I might have to send you some apple butter, Lila.
Delicious.
Lila, be careful. Some of them apples had worms.
Oh no.
That just adds to the protein.
Just saying.
I'm just saying too. A little bit of protein here and there never hurt nobody.
Yeah. If it looks like an apple seed, it might not be an apple seed.
You're a goober.
That's what we love about Jesse.
Yep. Are y'all getting excited about the vote coming up next Tuesday?
Uh-huh.
Have you voted already early? I went and voted already.
We may have an election coming up here today.
Wait a minute. Y'all just had your election.
Oh, they're going to force one today.
What?
So I will be watching. I'll be watching the news here starting in about, well, half an hour. They could. They're thinking of hitting them with a non-confidence.
You talking about Sparkle Socks? Really?
Yeah. Well, enough's enough, man. But
I don't know. I heard everything. The vote was over, and everything stayed the same.
oh, that was before. But the Quebec premier threw his support behind Poilievre yesterday. So if they even have half of the NDP vote with them today, Sparkle is gone.
Well, I'll believe that when I see it.
Well, that's you know.
How long have you been in, is it all your life you've been in Canada, Scott?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I grew up like an hour from where I live right now. Yeah.
So,
That's the only mistake the good Lord made. I was supposed to be born rich in the South, not poor in the North.
and
Well, I was supposed to be born rich in the North, and I ended up being poor in the South.
Switch you. At least you don't freak your knickerknackers.
all something. How about this video I was wanting to see about that Jesse, you posted the link. It's something about Terry. Can you pronounce the last name? It's Falto? Terry's Falto.
Salvalto.
And that's the cruise video.
That's a video that we did early on in describing just about everything that you wanted to know about going on a cruise. And he talked about the ins, the outs, the goods, the bad, and the ugly. I mean, and that information is still the same. It's just it was back when he was in there.
Yeah, unfortunately, Terry's moved on to the richer pastures, and I don't blame the man. You know, well, you look at what happened not that many years ago. Well, both him and his wife work in the same facility. Well, if there's another one, there ain't no hope in you know what. So Terry was offered an amazing opportunity, and he was scared to actually call and to tell me that he took this job. And I'm like, buddy, I would have been angry with you if you hadn't taken the job. Uh-oh, there's the boss.
Working.
Yep.
You're working.
Oh yeah.
Toby
too.
Sweet baby.
No, that's Pops. He's just walking by.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody.
Yeah.
That's the video of that. And also, the first time I've ever been on a cruise, I was, I believe, 15 or 16.
So just a
That's
couple
the
days
only
ago,
cruise.
then.
Yeah, just a few
Yeah.
days ago. And that's the only one I've ever been on, actually. So it's been a while.
Yeah, I think the ships are a little bit bigger now,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
a little bit
And
more elaborate.
mm-hmm. And this one is by NCL, which
Yep.
is Norwegian Cruise Line. And I
Yep.
believe they make the same ship that Wyland christened a ship. Those are the same ships.
Yeah,
I'm
okay,
not sure.
if you say so.
Wyland, he's originally a bronze sculptor of marine aquatic life, but he also is a painter. And I had the opportunity to, be in his presence and all. He's really cool. All these
Oh,
sculptures.
they do
W.
have sculptures all around the ships.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know about the Encore. I've never been on it. But again, um, there's a racetrack. Well, you put this group with a racetrack. The smack talk's already started.
Oh, I'm always at the Speedway. That's my, I mean, that's what I love. I love all that
So,
stuff because I grew up with uncles, and that's all my uncles did is build Harley Davidson motorcycles, and they all had their mechanic hands inside those classic cars.
well, I think if you put your hands in the motor of these cars, they might get a bit upset with you. But we do have a ringer, and we have a secret weapon on the boys' side, and that's Sir Grace. He's gonna take us to the he's gonna win the race for us. As
Oh,
long as Puppers doesn't drop his seeing eye stick, we're fine.
yeah, that's right.
So if you feel a tap tap on the back of your head, that's only Puppers trying to tell you to get out of the way because Sir Grace is on his way.
Uh-huh. That's a
But yeah,
beautiful. I love
it's
that name.
it's gonna be. Oh, I never. They always say never wish your life away, but I can't wait for this to transpire and happen.
And I want to know how this all started. Whose idea was this? Like, how did this birth, Jesse?
Jesse said to
Thought.
me one Saturday, he's like, "You want to go to Alaska?" I'm like, "Sure. We've always wanted to go." And then later on that day, he goes, "Why don't we open it up to everybody? And we'll do like a little gathering at sea." And it is gone. It's exploded from there.
Yeah, it was just we were talking about going on a cruise, and we were actually talking about taking Tony and Joni on a cruise, or they wanted to go on a cruise. And then Scott said they were going on a cruise. Wait a minute, y'all going on a cruise? They were actually going out of New Orleans.
Yep.
And
New
so
Orleans.
we met up with them when they went to New Orleans, and then we started talking about going on an Alaska cruise. And it just snowballed from there. So, hey, if we're going to go to Alaska, why don't we see if anybody else in this YouTube community wants to go? And
So what I'm
and we
hearing,
talked to.
it's beautiful. What I'm hearing is this. It all started in Louisiana.
Yeah.
My sister lived on Magazine Street for a while
Okay.
up there. And I actually, and to bring this full circle, I actually was able to come from the South, and I had to get to Louisiana and New Orleans. There is a station where the train and the Greyhound meet. And I took the train all the way from Louisiana to Palm Springs out west.
Oh, I bet you that was a nice
That's
ride.
the longest trip. Oh, it was. I wanted to do it because I wanted to have that nostalgic. I've never taken such a long train ride in my life, and I wanted to do that. I didn't want to have the video camera rolling this time. I just wanted to experience it. Just wanted to take it all in and just sit there, And
Yeah.
it took us a whole about. I went alone, and it took the train about 27 hours just to get through Texas
And how
because there
old were
was a
you?
slight delay. It was this happened right before the pandemic where I
Oh,
took
so
this
it's been
train.
just a few years ago.
Yeah, and my destination was to be with some girlfriends at Debbie Reynolds' family's home, and I had to get this train ride, so I made sure I had one whole 24-hour period just in case anything happened on the leg of the race. I gave myself that window in case maybe, sometimes the train will be, or whatever hookup, it's like trains, planes, and automobiles. But I had to give myself that window just to rest because I knew I would need it. And then when I landed, they dumped me out in the desert in Palm Springs.
I was
And
gonna
it was
say, isn't this
supposed
the
to.
same one where you got dumped in the desert?
Yeah, I got
Yeah,
in the desert
I
all by
remember that.
myself, and it was supposed to be really early in the morning, and I'm thanking God that it was at 8 a.m. And from there, I had an Uber pick me up and bring me to the airport, Palm Springs Airport, and I got a rental car, and then I drove straight up, right through the Joshua Tree, right through the back roads, Rice Road or something like that. It took me about 5.5, 6 hours to get up there from there. So I just love the transportation. I just love that train. And it's relaxing and it's stress free, really, it is.
Mm.
It's a
I,
way to go.
I
Okay,
love.
Lila, we'll see you. Take care.
Bye, Lila.
Bye, Lila. Have a great day. Yeah, it's just the mode of transportation and how you think that all the people who lay down the rail in this country and all through, I mean, the rails are going through. It's just the most awesome machine that was ever man made. I love it. I love it. And I really enjoyed that experience. And you don't know what a mountain, you see mountains in pictures, but when you actually experience them, you're in awe. You look out your hotel, you step out. The first thing I did in the morning, I did when I got there, just flat out fell on the bed, fell asleep, and I wanted to wake up early because I wanted to go in the swimming pool and exercise, your body after being in the train and all that. And I was able to, when I walked out, it was a boom right in your face. The majesty of these mountains. I had the swimming pool. It was like a retro, mid-century modern hotel, and in the behind it were all of the mountainscape. And I just couldn't even. I was in awe. I was in awe because it's so much different when you experience it than when you see it in a picture. It's probably going to be the same thing on the trips, when you see in the pictures, but that doesn't become more than three-dimensional because it's like, wow, I'm really here. I can
Yeah,
smell it.
that's Alaska for you right there. You can see all the pictures you want, but until you see it in person, when you're
Mm-hmm.
standing on top of that mountain, or on top of that ski loft or whatever it is in Juneau, when you go to Juneau and you take that tram ride all the way to the top, and you see the eagles that are about twice the size of your hand span, you know,
Oh,
eagles just perched up there. Uh,
really? Oh,
Amazing.
wow.
The
That is a
seeing it with your
Juno.
own eyes. There's no way you can describe the
That
picture.
that's not Juno though, is it?
That's in Juneau.
Really?
So when you go in Juneau, is when you take if you
Uh-huh.
want to go on that little excursion, they got a tram that takes you up to the top of the mountain, and you can go
Mhm.
and you can see where there's a shop up there, a gift shop. They even have an eagle's nest, uh, a live eagle's nest. They have an eagle up in a cage up in there, and then they got a bunch of
Wow.
wild eagles that are perched up. They even actually perch up on the little the tram things. They got them up there, but they don't look very big from the ground. When you get up there, oh my
Yeah.
God. I mean, they're the size of a school bus. I mean, the wingspan is like, wow.
Okay, I
Wow.
thought that was in Ketchikan. I
No,
didn't think that was in because I thought I thought Juneau was like the city, and then you had to like go farther out where.
no, Ketchikan is more of a city, like where you go into like the old Western type city like that. Ketchikan
Okay.
and so is where we take the train ride, Skagway. But
Okay.
Mhm.
Juneau, it's a small port, but the thing is it's got some gorgeous, beautiful scenery. And Juneau's the one we took the tram, and we also went to a really nice restaurant, but I can't remember the name of it. And that's where I got introduced to, we have Uber. Well, they had Lyft there, so I had to download the app for Lyft if we wanted to get around. And
Mhm.
because, well, I'm not saying they didn't have Uber, but
Yeah.
the most popular one that we saw there was Lyft. So I said, well, I better get there in case we need to go around, but didn't need it. Everything was walking distance.
I'm gonna be downloading like Lyft, Uber, have all
Yeah,
the.
Lyft is good. It's a little scary at first, but it's okay. Lyft,
Well, but
LYFT.
yeah, if you want to get around the town, they're good to have. But most of your tourist destinations are in walking distance. I mean, they're not that far.
Oh,
The
okay.
towns aren't that big, trust me.
Well, like
But if you have mobility issues, you might want to get a lift.
well, and Juneau, I plan on having lunch with Brian and his wife. So God only knows we could end up going on a boat ride with them.
Yeah.
Because he's got his boat there as well. So just depending on how many people go, that's all.
That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. So they're good people, and they love like meeting up with other creators and whatever. So
And
like
they're in Alaska already, right, Brian? I mean, right, Scott?
yeah, no, they live in an island just off of Juneau. They're about a half hour boat ride off of Juneau on an island, and it's just I'll post their whole story and whatever on the Facebook page.
Do they have YouTube, right? If they're creators,
Yeah.
do they have
Oh yeah.
YouTube?
Yeah, yeah.
Drop their link in the
Yeah.
chat so people can see it if you
Yeah.
want.
Oh yeah. No. I'll like I say it.
So Jesse, you have been before too. This is your second time or
Yeah, we went in
third?
2017. We went in 2017, right before the
Mm-hmm.
pandemic, actually.
You did, huh?
And we was with some friends of ours in Oregon, and we had a blast. We drove. Actually, that's the time we drove up there. We drove up there and we parked and stayed at a hotel. And we also, while we were in Seattle, got to go visit the Glass Museum, which is a phenomenal museum. Everything is all blown glass. You'd be surprised how beautiful
Oh,
it is.
is
And
that
that's
like
right there. It's
Kahului?
at the base of the. It's at base. It's the base of the Space Needle. What do you call it? It's the Seattle Needle. Because you can also take. It's a combo thing where you can take the museum and the needle and
Mm-hmm.
go up to the top and all. It's beautiful. That's it's it's way up there. And so we got to do that. We also went to the Fisherman's Wharf. Got to see them throw fish and all that stuff. And there's a bunch of shops in there as well. Um, what else? One thing that was kind of disturbing is on the way there, they got this big old. It's like a Sasquatch. I mean, it's half man, half Sasquatch, because you can tell it looks like a man, but it's kind of hunched and everything. It's completely black. Everything is black. It's black as, you know, black as Janae's frame there on her. But
I
he's
love
both,
black, by the
but
way.
he,
That's my
but
favorite.
he's, but he's the Sasquatch is in the raw. He's naked. I mean, and you see
Oh,
everything. I'm thinking, what in the heck are they trying to say? What are they putting this? I have
what
no
in the
idea. But
world?
it's like a statue, yeah. And he's just blowing in the wind. I'm telling you, it's like, oh my goodness. I said, it's right there by the wharf. It's right there by the wharf. I'm thinking, what in the world? Why would they put this? I mean, I know they're about peace, love, war, all this kind of stuff up there in Seattle and all this, but that's a little bit risque. You can't tell if it's a man or a Sasquatch.
Well, I think you could
But he's
tell
built
it's
like a man. He's built like a man. I'm thinking, why would you need to put that up there? I mean, I didn't see, there was no sign. There was no, this is to commemorate whatever. No, it's just a statue of a naked Sasquatch or a naked, whatever you want to call him.
There you go, Jenny.
I'm saying, hey,
Yeah.
I mean, it's one of the things that make you blush if he was with your mama. Mom, don't look, mom.
You just be careful, Mama don't start running.
Yeah,
So that was in the Space Needle. I bet that glass was Chihuly glass, David Chihuly.
Yes, it is. That's the Chihuly or whatever it is museum. It's an awesome
Oh.
place to visit. Tons of rooms. Not tons. There's a lot of rooms with specific ornamental. Some are like plants. Some are like lighting. Some of them are all in the ceilings, all glass, and everything is so beautifully presented. It's amazing. I'm thinking, man, if somebody was to come in here with a sledgehammer, they'd make some damage.
Somehow, I don't think you would.
You wouldn't get very far, probably.
No.
Yeah.
You'd
No,
become
no, they got these heavy-duty magnets on the walls, so if you walk in there, it's just a think.
There's that movie. Oh my goodness. There's a movie like that. It's an old TCM movie. I think Audrey Hepburn or somebody in it. Oh gosh, I love the classics and all those classic movies. But yeah, that's at the Space Needle, or the Glass Museum.
Yeah, right at the base of
And
it.
so from there, where did you go after that, Jesse?
Well, we went to, like I said, we went to go eat, and then we went to, like I said, to the fisherman's wharf, and saw them do all that throwing of the fish and that kind of stuff. And then where else did we go? Man, it's hard. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. But well, obviously we went on the boat. But I'm trying to think of things we did in Seattle. They picked us. That's what it was. They picked us up in Seattle. They drove up to Seattle, picked us up at the airport, and then there's when we went driving around and doing what we wanted to do. Friends of ours from Oregon, and then after we got off the boat, after 7 days, we drove back down to Roseburg, where they're from. They're from the same town Lisa's from.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and in fact, he was the one that booked 2017 booked the fishing excursion for us from the guy on YouTube who had the fishing. He had a fishing guide service.
Yeah, too bad we couldn't find him.
No, he's pretty retired now.
Well, but even like you think that they'd still be advertising under the boat name, but
No, this was it was a single one guy doing it. It wasn't a company.
Yeah, but what I mean is you think that he'd still be advertising and just take over the man's business. You know what I mean? But maybe he just kept the boat and he's fishing just himself and family now. You never know.
Yeah,
because I look, but I honestly, I love fishing, but I'm not spending $500-$600 to go fishing, and that's not to ship the fish home.
So is there
Yeah.
fishing on this trip?
Oh, you
Well,
can
it was
do
like
whatever you want.
we went like for 4 hours, and I think it was like $200 a person.
Hey, Mama.
So we had like $800. He gave me $800 to go fish for 4 hours, but we caught fish.
Mm-hmm.
It was an awesome trip. But that was in Ketchikan.
Okay.
Yeah, right off Ketchikan.
There's sweet
And then-
mama right back there.
Oh yeah, she's gone to get Jesse's breakfast going.
I'm expecting a guy to come in here any minute now. So if I have to drop off, I'm going to drop off because I got the fiber optic guy coming.
Hopefully they fix it once and for all.
He already ate.
I got my fiber. I'm just waiting on the optic. No, we getting fiber optic here in the neighborhood, so they're coming to install it here at the house. So it should be going 3 times faster after today.
Oh.
So do you all get your things in? What's that? Metamucil? What is that?
Yeah, so I went to Pinecone Fest, and some smart, you know what, gave me this as a gift. Yeah, because he says I'm full of it.
Oh no.
Amen.
Who did that?
Oh, I'm not even gonna say, but I you both know him. So
Oh my
pretty much
I'm not even gonna give him the glory. Because he was being a smart butt, you know what I'm talking about.
I'm actually surprised.
That.
I'm surprised that he's not popped in here yet. He must be actually working with the cat.
In maybe.
No, he doesn't normally. He normally doesn't drop into or jump up on lives, but he was trying to send me a message. He's the quiet one. He's the quiet one of the two that you guys know.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
I heard that.
Anybody that I know is not quiet.
Oh, this one is. In fact, this one actually needs permission to speak. So that's.
Oh,
he can only get permission by Jesse.
No,
because he's got to ask Jesse's permission.
No.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not Christine or Johnny.
It's not Christine or Johnny.
No, they're gone in their RV life now.
Well, I guess he thought he could fix it for me, but this didn't work.
Well, he can't.
He was here, but then he probably went back to work.
He's trying to fix something else,
he was
right?
here in chat.
Well, you know, she breaks everything she touches, so
Actually, she's been doing pretty good here. Lately she hasn't damaged hardly that much at all.
Well, I don't think now touch wood. I don't think she blew up the all-in-one or the lawn tractor yet this summer.
But let me tell you why she hasn't broken anything. So you're just assuming that she just didn't break anything because she's doing better at what she's doing.
Joey, don't let her touch it.
No. I'm being serious. The reason she has not broken anything on the farm or on the property is because she's not doing it. He's doing it now because she's now working. She's working at Starbucks.
Yeah.
So when you're not working if you're not working at the farm, you're working at Starbucks. You're not breaking nothing. So that's why she's not breaking nothing, because Joey's doing it all now.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Heard that.
But so anybody that you know, if you don't want to go on an excursion,
there's a lot of.
What's that, Jenna?
There's a lot of excursions to do in this trip. It's the front and the back of the. You're saying the outers and inners of the cruise.
So the only one they say not to take, because it's an absolute waste of money, you're going to see it on the ship anyways, is a whale watching adventure. 9 times out of 10, you're going to see them better off the ship than what you are
Mhm.
taking these guided tours because they have to stay
Mhm.
a certain length away from the whales. We're going to be able to see it right off the back of the ship.
Are you?
So, like I
Oh,
said,
okay. I was gonna
save
ask
your
about
money.
the outer channel or the inner channel.
Oh, okay. You're talking the yes. So on the way up north, we're going to do the outer channel, and on the way back south, we're going to do the inner coastal. Yes. So we're going to go between islands and the mainland, and then pop into Victoria, BC, which hopefully Melody and Ryan can pop down, but that's a long drive for them. So
It's
I don't.
like 12 hours.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
12 hours. I don't know if they're going to do that.
No, well, that's what I mean. But, and we're only a 4-hour stop. So it's going to literally be reservation 15 minutes after we dock, run, sculp down your food, and run back to the ship, or you just stay on the ship and enjoy it from afar.
If they're on their island, which they probably will be, that's a long drive. But if they're in Vancouver Island, that's
then,
not far at all.
Yeah, then it's just a hop, skip.
But I don't think they're going to be in Vancouver Island just yet. I think they'll still be in August. They'll probably still be on Bird Island.
Yeah, yeah. Unless he decides that he's going to try to fly again.
Yeah, hopefully not. So we got VA from the PAs in the house.
Hey, Virginia. Hey, Jerry.
Virginia.
Or is that?
So yeah, no. So
you're gonna see the orcas off of the ship.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But going back to what you were saying earlier about not going on an excursion. So if you don't want to go on an excursion, you don't have to go on an excursion. You can stay on the boat. They'll have activities on the boat for those who don't want to get off the boat. Like let's say bingo. They won't have the casino because they close the casino when we get into port. But they'll have other activities on the ship, and you can relax, you can eat, you can do whatever you want. But you could also walk around town on any one of the docks or ports that we go to. You don't have to go on an excursion. You can just relax around town. Go in there, go to one of the parks. There's a lot of trails that you can walk down. There's just a ton to do. It really is. Just going to some of the shops and seeing some of the arts and crafts and some of the creations that the artists make in Alaska is enough for me. I get, it's not very many. I don't remember ever seeing very many thrift shops though. You can't do no thrifting.
Either you ain't
no antiquing or thrifting
up there, buddy.
Oh, I love the antiquing and the Salvation Armies and all those thrift stores.
Can't do no teaking up there, Bubba.
Uh-oh. Speaking of Alaska, there's Rob and Sarah.
Hey, Rob and Sarah.
Hey, Rob. Converging in. He just converging in, right?
Don't make him. He'll.
Yeah.
Well, he's up to his ankles in frozen ice. Hopefully, he's thawed it out. If you want to come up there, Rob, just scroll up to the top. There's.
I'm gonna have to go, Scott. I'm gonna let you guys go anyway. So.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna get off of here.
Good.
Well, if not, I'll name it after you. Anyways, yeah, no, I just noticed what time it is, and I got a lot to do yet today.
Oh, thank y'all. It's been an honor. And y'all make it a great week.
It's been a wonderful time, and I will be live tomorrow at my normal time, 12 till whenever I decide to shut it down. And we'll be doing Friday night as well. So.
And those are your usual lives are Thursday, Friday? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Thursday noon till usually 2 is procrastination Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have primetime Friday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. And yeah, that's, there's not a whole lot. The only reason that I went live this morning is because Ann and Lynn decided that they were going to, they went an hour early. And I'm like, well, there was a whole bunch of people just sitting around going, oh, what are we going to do now? So I went live.
I want to click on their link, but I need to. Okay, Scotty has to click on my name to make that. Hey, y'all, Scratching Pete's in here too.
Oh yeah, he's always. Pete is one of the most supportive people I know, and if he knows that you're live, he'll be there. He will be there. And Pete, you got to get ready, man. I'm coming back to Toronto the end of January. You got to come out with us this time. I know you don't want to, but you got to. That's all right. Pete, you can lurk, buddy. You can do what you just be you. But I appreciate, yes, I appreciate everybody for stopping by, and Jenna, it would be wonderful to see you join us on the ship.
Well, thank you.
It's going to be an amazing time. Like I say, there's about 70 people, about 45 rooms. And we're hoping to get over 100 people with 60 to 75 rooms. But, hey, Lee. And Lee and Carol, Fisherman 506, they'll be there as well.
Awesome.
But
if y'all need to connect, Lee and Carol will be there also. Hey, Lee and Carol, Fisherman 506.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you all for coming in. And Scott, thanks you. And thank you, Jesse, for coming on. That was awesome.
I know. Now he's gone to watch the guy pull his wire. You never know about that. Well,
yeah, it's awesome.
What they're doing is they have they're finally
fiber optic, I believe.
Yeah, they're gonna get going a lot faster now.
Mm-hmm.
But the ones up here, like, they're not. I guess comparatively, I'm okay with, like, there's a little box outside of my house right behind my head. It's about 1.5 feet by 8-9 inches, and it shoots, and I'm actually using data. Now it's unlimited because I shoot directly to the cell tower behind the house, and that's my high speed. The subdivision just past my house, they're lucky if they hit 5 megabytes a second. Like, they just, this day and age, that sucks. It should be a lot better than that.
A lot faster.
Oh yeah.
High speed.
Exactly. So anyways, I am going to shut this down. We're a little over 2 hours now. And I appreciate everybody for stopping by. And again, for the people that are going to rewatch this, if you are interested in possibly coming on the trip, right now you want to book this for the next 36 hours.
you are going to get the same deal that Jesse and I signed up for 2 years ago. I honestly can't believe this deal is back.
That's awesome. And Scott has it for everyone. Right here, it's running at the base of the screen. It says, want to head to Alaska? Come and join the group. And
Yep.
that's what it is right there.
Give Laura a call. Tell her Scott and Jesse's cruise to Alaska. She will get you all hooked up. And
if Laura gives you a hard time,
send her to
send her to Jesse or Scott.
Jenny.
Oh, to me. Send her to me. All right, y'all.
Jenny will look after her.
Oh, yes, I will.
Anyways,
if y'all want me to.
Yeah. Anyways, folks, take care. God bless. And we'll see you tomorrow. Toodles.
Thank you.